Welcome everyone. So if you thought AI was moving fast before, you're gonna want to buckle up, because this last week, wow, it's like someone just slammed their foot on the accelerator. We're talking about huge shifts in how AI actually learns, brand new battlegrounds opening up over truth and privacy, and a single company hitting a valuation that it dwarfs entire countries. All right, let's get right into it.
Let's just start with a number that barely feels real. $5 trillion. That's a 5 with 12 zeros after it. And no, that's not some government budget or the value of an entire market sector. That is the value of one single company right at the heart of this whole AI revolution.
So you have to ask the question, right? How on earth do you get to a number like that? What exactly went down in just the last week to pour this much fuel on the AI fire? Well, the answer is this incredible cascade of breakthroughs that are making AI smarter, more accessible, and weaving it into our lives like never before.
Okay, first things first. Let's get into the core tech itself, because the AI brain just got a serious upgrade. And this isn't just about making the models bigger. No, this is way smarter. It's about teaching AI how to learn from its own experiences. So Microsoft just dropped this thing called Agent Lightning. And you have to understand, before this, if you wanted to improve an AI agent, it often meant tearing down and rebuilding half the system. But now, Agent Lightning gives an AI a memory of its own wins and its own mistakes. This allows it to train itself to get better over time, all without messing up the apps you're already using.
And the process is actually beautiful in its simplicity. Just look at this. The AI tries to do something out in the real world. A little module on the client side watches how it did and gathers all that performance data. It shoots that info back to a server, which then fine-tunes the model. And the result? The AI gets just a little bit smarter for the next attempt. It's this constant, powerful feedback loop.
Now, while Microsoft is busy teaching these huge AIs how to learn on the job, IBM is over here proving you don't need a gigantic data center to get massive AI power. They're basically flipping the whole model on its head, moving the thinking from the cloud right into the device in your hands.
And this really is the fundamental difference. Cloud AI means your data gets sent off to a server, somewhere, who knows where. But Edge AI, like IBM's brand new Granite Nano models, does all the computation right there on your device. And that is a total game changer for privacy, because your data never has to leave your phone or your laptop. Plus, it's faster and it's cheaper since you're not paying for all that cloud compute time.
And listen, do not mistake small for weak. These nano models are trained on the same gargantuan dataset as IBM's biggest systems. In fact, they actually beat their competitors in really complex tasks like math and coding. Oh, and they're completely open source and signed, so you know exactly what you're getting. This is basically enterprise-grade AI that fits right in your pocket.
So with AI getting this powerful and this small, the whole conversation is starting to shift. We're now seeing the major players stake out their territory in the fight for how this technology should be governed, and it's all focused on 3 critical areas: safety, privacy, and truth.
And this week, it's like 3 different teams entered the ring, each with a totally distinct mission. You've got OpenAI tackling online safety with GPOS. Then there's Telegram, which is championing privacy with a decentralized network they're calling Cocoon. And finally, Elon Musk's xAI is aiming for some kind of objective truth with Grokipedia. Each one of these represents a completely different philosophy for what our AI future should look like.
OpenAI's approach to safety here is really interesting. They're releasing their new models for spotting harmful content as open weight. What does that mean? Well, it means researchers can finally look under the hood and understand how the AI is making its decisions, which is a huge step for transparency. But, and this is a big but, they can't change the core code. It's this delicate balancing act, right? Trying to build trust without just handing the keys to the kingdom over to bad actors.
Now, over on the privacy front, Telegram's founder Pavel Durov, he is not mincing words. His new project, Cocoon, is a direct challenge to the data-hungry models of big tech. I mean, he believes that for the last 20 years, our digital freedoms have been slipping away, bit by bit. Cocoon is his big bet on a future where AI serves us, the users, without spying on us.
And the way it works is pretty wild. Cocoon basically creates a global, peer-to-peer marketplace for AI processing. So if you have a powerful graphics card, you can rent out its idle time to developers, and you earn Toncoin for it. But the crucial part, the real magic, is step 3. All the AI tasks are encrypted. Your data gets processed in this kind of sealed-off environment, which means not even the person whose computer is doing the work can see what it is. It's a radical idea, really, taking power away from central servers and giving it back to a distributed network.
And finally, in this battle for truth, Elon Musk is taking on a giant with Grokipedia. It is a direct challenge to Wikipedia. In this comparison, it gets to the heart of a huge debate for our time. Wikipedia is built on the wisdom of the crowd, on community consensus. Grokipedia is betting that an AI, one that's theoretically free from all human emotion and bias, can be a more objective source of truth. It's a total philosophical clash, algorithmic objectivity versus human collaboration. And whoever wins could shape how all of us understand the world.
All right, so all this tech progress and all these philosophical debates are fascinating, but where do you and I actually see it? Where does the rubber meet the road? Well, this week gave us a stunning preview of how these breakthroughs are about to supercharge the creative and media tools that you use every single day.
At its Big Macs conference, Adobe unveiled a set of tools that, honestly, they look like straight-up magic. And it's all powered by the kind of AI we've been talking about. I mean, imagine animating a static picture just by typing what you want it to do, or editing someone's spoken words just by deleting and retyping them in a transcript. You can now completely relight a photograph after you've taken it. And maybe the most incredible one, you can edit an entire video clip just by changing one single frame. The creative process isn't about pointing and clicking anymore. It's becoming a conversation with your AI co-pilot.
And it's not just for the creators. Over on YouTube, a quiet but pretty massive update just rolled out. The platform is now using AI to automatically upscale old low-resolution videos to HD and soon even 4K. That means that countless hours of old blurry footage from the internet's past are about to get a whole lot sharper, completely free.
So, we have AI that's learning by itself, we have it fighting for truth and privacy, and it's totally transforming our everyday apps. We've seen what's happening. But maybe the biggest story of the week is why it's all accelerating so fast. And to understand that, we have to follow the money, all the way back to that number we started with.
Yeah, remember this? $5 trillion. This week, that became the historic market cap of Nvidia, the company that makes the specialized chips that power pretty much every single AI innovation we just talked about. From Agent Lightning to Adobe's magic tricks, it all runs on their hardware. And they are the first company in history to reach that valuation.
And just to really grasp the scale of that number, take a look at this. Nvidia's market value is now greater than the entire annual economic output, the GDP, of major world economies like Japan, the United Kingdom, and India. We're not talking about a company anymore. We're talking about an entity that has the financial weight of a nation-state.
And they are not slowing down, not one bit. Their CEO recently announced $500 billion in new chip orders. They're pumping $100 billion into OpenAI's data centers, partnering with Uber on self-driving tech, and they're building supercomputers with the US government. They are literally supplying the hardware for the entire revolution.
Which brings us right here to the final thought. In a single week, in just 7 days, AI learned to teach itself. It started fighting real battles for our privacy and our trust. It transformed our creative tools. And it was all fueled by a company that's now worth more than most nations. It's getting smarter, it's getting faster, and it's becoming part of everything. The only real question left is, what happens next?